The Battle of Viltrum finally arrives, and we see the truth that our boy Thragg is not a fraud by any stretch of the imagination, but he is a reason why the Viltrumites barely exist. Near extinction is Thragg's fault. Why? Because Thragg was so obsessed with the Emperor that he allowed his own people to literally end their own race. Not only that, one of the great betrayers, Thaddeus, literally helped aid in the elimination of a race with the virus, leaving only 40, but now it's like 6, 7. The Viltrumites left. Listen, this episode was epic. In every way, epic. Thragg proved him he wasn't a fraud in this episode. From the very beginning, he knew they was coming, and as they was going to the planet, everybody had fear that knew better to do better. They had fear, and they knew we gonna jump him while he by himself. All 8 of us, we jumping him. We're gonna jump because we have no way to stop him. We have no other way to stop this man unless we jump him. And a lot of people was like, "Oh, he ran away. He ran away with the skull." I explained in the review. He's obsessed with the Emperor and the skull. So that's why he's obsessed with it. But I'm here to tell you right now, Thragg is not a fraud. The man Nolan came in with a full speed punch and the man just backstepped and then punched him in the face, sending that man flying. He flew in a circle for like 3, 4, 5 minutes in the episode. As well as at the beginning when he punched him down to earth and caused it to like a crater to happen because he's so strong. I know you're ready for Battle Beast versus Thragg. And right now to y'all, Battle Beast might seem like not much to y'all because, simply put, he can't really fly. So he's at a very big disadvantage in this fight, which we'll see later on if he's really a fraud or not. Watch. Please watch. But my God, Thragg was intimidating this episode. And we learned so much more about him as we saw the Emperor get betrayed by Thaddeus. We finally see the scene in which Thaddeus basically jumped up off the thing from behind him, and we learned why he called the Great Betrayer. And a lot of people were surprised how strong he was because he's still a Viltrumite, despite how we feel about him. Still a Viltrumite. But the episode continues going. We see the fight, we see the lasers, we see the virus affecting some of them, and Alan is just easily ending them once the virus hit him. Like, it's easy. It's a cakewalk once he gets to him. We see Battle Beast and the other creatures get their licks in. Battle Beast struggle a little bit. Of course, he can't fly. He's on a jetpack. They can fly full speed around, and Battle Beast is on a jetpack that has limited mobility. So he's at a very big disadvantage. So hopefully we see him soon on land fighting. But throughout this fight, you see him and Nolan speak. Old friends, I'll forgive you, give you an honorable, which we found out was going to be the end point. He was going to give him an honorable death because he was going to end him because Thragg is crazy. But we see a little bit more of the past. We understand why Thragg is the way he is. He was trained to be this warrior. He don't know nothing else. He don't know anything else. He is literally trained from birth to be the strongest. And the Emperor basically told him throughout the thing that you are the strongest and we handle business this way. It's why he's crazy like that. And he's also crazy because he had a little common sense when we're talking. You're like, yo, people fear you. They'll never stop fighting you. They won't stop. They will continue to disobey until you end every civilization. And even your own people, which he did, will turn on you sooner or later because you're ruthless. Which end up, again, leading to their end. Because they end up, he said, fight all the weak people because we can't have that mindset. He ended so much of his race. And then, of course, Thaddeus helped create the virus. They were going to figure it out sooner or later, but probably not during his lifetime. But sooner or later, their lives would end too because people were going to continue to fight them. No matter how powerful, how much fear they put into people, they was going to fight them. That's the weakness of Thragg. And his obsession, because he had a chance to end Thaddeus when the Emperor told him to and didn't do it, he feel that guilt. So he's like, I'll never be weak again, basically, in his mind state. Which led him down to another mistake. As they battle, him and Nolan continue to fight. He's just easily handling them people. And when they was talking, he said, okay, you chose. He pulled back, and it caused a black hole to come in. And he punched them man straight into the sky. That's the part I say he was flipping around for 5 minutes at. He sucked them in he punched him to create a gravity, and then punched him in the sky and went on to whoop everybody. And our boy went down there one-on-one like a hero. Little bro came out again fighting one-on-one and got ripped apart, which was his other mistake. Nolan warned him multiple times. Listen, I'm not on his side because he's going to harm my kids. I'm not on your side because you harmed my kid. He was like, I was just testing them. Nolan doesn't like that. The whole reason he is against you now because you went after his kids. So once he saw that, of course, Invincible fight him, gets whooped easily. Tells him I ended conquest, I end you. Mind you, again, his girlfriend helped him a lot in that fight because she has some godlike abilities. So he's like, show me. And he basically punches him in the face again. He's testing him. He punched him in the face. He's not impressed. And continues to beat him up. Now, Nolan finally stops spinning. And he tells them to shoot the laser they got in the previous episode down through the planet. Nolan is upset. And he didn't want to do this, by the way. But once he hurt his son, he had no choice but to go through with it because he was going to do it. Nolan is loyal to his family to a fault in certain aspects, especially after his guilt. So he shoot the laser. Mark, come with me. Do not leave me. Come with me right now. They shoot the laser through the whole planet, blow the whole planet. There's no more Viltrum. Planet Viltrum is gone. They lost their stronghold. They have no means to rebuild because it's gone now. And of course, Thaddeus is bragging because he thought he won. Says, you lost. You have no planet. There's no reason for you to fight. Give up. We'll give you a painless. Now, Thragg loses it. In one of the coldest scenes, my man said, I choose death. Pulled the things apart. Flew straight at my boy. Grabbed him by the head and ripped it clean off. And then proceeds to whoop on Nolan. And said, I was too quick with him. I was too quick with old boy. I'm going to enjoy this. You took everything from me. I'm like, oh my God. That fraud watch y'all called old boy on, that fraud watch, he showed you. He beat Nolan. He whooping on Mark. And they double teaming him. He just easily handling him. I don't even think I saw him bleed in this episode. He didn't even bleed. They were punching him and he sat there the entire time. He broke Nolan's arm. He come up there just whipping everybody. They got the others just running away. They ran. They said, oh, we getting out of here. We come back we pick them up later if things go bad. He beats them all the way through. They sitting there. Mark stops and says, how do we beat him? I can't even make him bleed. I can't even make a bruise on this man. How do we win? And Nolan looked at him sideways like, bro, we have no shot. We have no shot to do this. Without that laser, that virus, there is no chance of beating this man. And I don't even know if the laser can do it. I know the virus probably could. And all of a sudden you see Thragg, that iconic comic book scene, straight through his stomach. Ooh, right there. I just did it. Not. That's how he did it in the thing. I'm just joking, by the way. Y'all know, y'all ain't stupid. He went straight through him like superhero, like. I had to do it like that to make it a superhero. But he did just like that. And Mark is irate, of course, as Nolan guts is like flying out as he floats through the thing. And he just headbutts Mark. Put him with the eyes. His eyes drooped. He squishes his head, pushes his eye, and then looks at his planet and realizes something. And I kind of figured what he realized, and he already knew. But even though I read in the comic, I kind of figured out because he looked at him, looked at the planet, looked at him again, looked at the planet, looked at how many of them came up. It was only like 6 left because they ended all the rest of them. So it's like only 6 of them. He was like, it's only 6 of us, and we have no planet. So he's thinking about something, and they told him to end them, but he said no. It's already too few of us left. And they fly off. As you see Mark and Nolan just floating in space. Episode was amazing. It was a fight that I look probably one of my favorite fights in the comic, and an epic battle. I don't know if it's top 5, but it's one of my favorites. You're gonna get one of my top 5 probably next season. But it was epic. It was amazing. We learned a lot about him. And then you see him get picked up on the ship. And then you see the after credits after Thaddeus is revealed that our guy is now the leader of the coalition. And he tells them about how they disappeared. And Mark realizes something because right before he was gone, he realized that Thragg stopped. He realized he's on Earth because we're better for them to hide than on a planet where people look like them. All they have to do is take out the white suits and all of a sudden everybody look like them. It's easy, right? It's easy work. So we're best place to hide among the people that look like them. And then you can repopulate because Mark is a success story. Mark is strong. He not trained like Thragg, but Thragg felt his strength. He's like, okay, this kid tough. He actually gave Conquest a fight. And he didn't train until he was, 18? What if we train him when we're younger? We can create something out of this. So I kind of see what the vision is of you in this episode. And why would they hide on Earth? That's my thoughts on the episode. But I don't know what they're going to do on Earth. I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts on the episode. On how they're going to do it. Can it just happen for real? What do you think? You think they can just adapt to Earth? Will Earth just give up? Will they? You know it's a psychopath old man on Earth right now. That's crazy. And will do anything to prevent them even in Earth itself. So we'll see how it goes. I wonder what's going to happen in the upcoming seasons. I appreciate y'all for watching. Like and subscribe to that notification bell. Peace.